Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This time I will be talking about 3 super affordable and, in my opinion, super useful little quads from e.l.f. These are officially called the e.l.f. Essential Brightening Eye Color. This is how they compare to the size of a regular pen. So as you can see, they are really small. So size-wise, a little bit more than a third of a regular pen, but definitely less than half the size. You're definitely not getting a huge quantity of product with each of these quads, but on the other hand, these are really portable and really easy to carry around in your purse because you actually get the 4 shades, the applicator, and the really small mirror under the applicator, which is pretty much useless. Let's just be straightforward about that. Each of these quads retails for the full price of $1 on the e.l.f. website. And I actually only own 3 of these quads. There are more options available. I do own multiple quads of each kind, but I only own these 3 shades, and these shades are Butternut, Day2Night, and Drama. So without any further ado, let's go right into the swatches. Now, Butternut is the most neutral of the 3 quads I own. It has these beautiful brown shades. So going on to the swatches. This first shade is a kind of a flesh shade. It does not really stand out from my own skin color because it is very close to it, just a little bit lighter than my skin tone. And I'm obviously not wearing any primer on my arm. The second one is a slightly more pinky shade, which is also quite close in color to my own skin tone. And although these do not show up with a lot of pigmentation, I can assure you that that is because of the similarity between these shades and my own flesh tone. But they are actually quite nicely pigmented, and they are very nice to blend out the crease or to use as a highlight. And then we have the darkest shade, which is a beautiful purplish shade. I do hope that you can see the purplish undertones that this one has. This is so beautiful. And then a medium brown, which would be this one right here in the corner. I do enjoy this quad a lot. I think it is very handy to have, and you can go for a completely neutral look with it using mostly these 3 shades. And if you work in more of this purple, you can achieve a beautiful smoky eye. This color is just so beautiful, and once you work it in the outer V or even in the crease, depending on your preference, it really spices up the look. And it gives you a neutral look with a bit of a twist, which is really pretty actually. Every time I use this quad, I'm surprised at how much I like the look that I can achieve with it. Somehow, I wouldn't necessarily trust a $1 quad to result in a really nice, polished, neutral look. If you limit yourself to using mostly these 3 shades, so avoiding this beautiful, absolutely positively gorgeous purple shade down here, you will get a look that is very similar to what you can achieve by using the much raved about trio from Wet n Wild, Walking on Eggshells. Now, I'm not saying that these 2 are dupes for each other, but what I'm saying is that the finished look that you can get with Butternut comes really close to what you will get with Walking on Eggshells. So if you live in a country where Wet n Wild is not readily available and you've been longing to try this one, you may want to give Butternut a try. Plus, I find that the addition of that beautiful purple color in there actually makes this one more versatile than the much raved about trio from Wet n Wild. Next up we have Day2Night, and we're starting with this highlighter color over here, which is a really light color. Again, it's very similar to my skin tone, but just trust me on this one, this is really pigmented. Although it doesn't look like much against my skin, this is a really beautiful highlight shade, or you can even use it as an all over the lid shade. Next we have another purpley shade, this one over here. This is a beautiful purple, and as you can see, this is just a tad bit more vibrant than the one that you get with Butternut. So you're not actually getting any duplicates, which is nice, and both of these shades are really pretty. And then you actually get a dark charcoal in this Day2Night quad, which has very decent pigmentation. And then you're getting this absolutely positively gorgeous taupe shade right here in the corner. Now I know that this does not look like much against my skin, so I've built it up a little bit, and I know that this taupe shade over here and over here in the quad may not look like much just swatched on my arm, but trust me, when you incorporate these 4 colors into a look, it looks just stunning on the eyes. I was absolutely amazed at how well these colors work together on the eye. A couple of days ago, I did a look where I used the lightest shade over here and here in the quad as my highlight. And then I used this taupe all over the lid, and then I worked the purple into the crease and I darkened out the outer V with this charcoal. So really simple, really basic, and the layout of this quad is really conducive to that type of application. I will say that I got a look in no time at all, and it was so amazingly pretty. I got this really sophisticated looking neutral eye, and I was just blown away by the fact that I got such a pretty look with a quad that retails for $1. And if I am not mistaken, I think that when you place an e.l.f. order, if you choose to enter 3 email addresses of your friends at the very end after you have placed your order, you will get this quad as a free gift. I do know that this was included as a free gift with my last order that I placed on Cyber Monday. I'm not sure whether they have changed their gifts as of late. If you know more about that, if you have placed an e.l.f. order more recently and you know what the free gift is, please do write me in the comments below. I would be very interested to find out what their current gift is, but I will say that this is an amazing quad. And if you're ready to gamble $1 on any of these quads, I would probably say go for this one. This one is amazing. I cannot imagine anyone not liking this one. The colors are pigmented, they blend very well, and they work amazingly together. So definitely 2 thumbs up from me on this quad in Day2Night. And finally, the quad in Drama. I do have to say, for all of these swatches, you'll surely get more pigmentation out of these shadows when you apply them with a brush, just because this triangle shape of the pens right here makes it rather difficult to pick up with the finger. But here they go, the swatches of the quad in Drama. We have a matte white, which has decent pigmentation. Then we have this charcoal over here, which actually has some silver glitter in it. I'm not sure that they will translate on the skin. Well, I can actually see glitter in this swatch. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up on it. Then we have this matte black over here. And this black over here has really very good pigmentation for being as affordable as it is. And then finally this gray, which is also very nicely pigmented. Whenever I want to do a dark and dramatic smoky eye, I grabbed this one. I've actually worn this for New Year's Eve, and I paired it with one of those e.l.f. long-lasting lustrous eyeshadows. I think it was the one in Celebration, the gray one, and I got this spectacular looking smoky eye in no time at all and for extremely cheap. As you can see, all of these are very nicely pigmented, and you can get a good range of looks using these quads. I think these are definitely worth looking into. I think that just because they are so affordable, they are often overlooked. I have heard that some of the other options available on the website are not quite as good as these 3, but as I was saying, I only tried these 3 versions and I'm really satisfied with them. So if I were to give them a grade, I would probably give them a 9 out of a 10. They're small, you don't get a lot of product with them, and the triangle shape of the pens does not make it very easy to pick up with the finger, but you're probably going to apply it with a brush. And these are excellent products to use on the go. These would also be great for anybody starting with makeup, because the assortment of colors that each of these options offers you is really excellent, and it will give you a very nice look, even if you're not tremendously experienced with pairing colors and choosing things that will work for a specific eye color. I could definitely see these 3 working for a whole range of eye colors. I would probably even go out on a limb and say that at least these 3 would suit any kind of eye color. And even if you're not a beginner with makeup and you're quite experienced, I think these are very good products. You get a very decent quality eyeshadow, and if you're just looking for something to throw in your purse and have as a backup in case a makeup catastrophe hits you and you need to do touch-ups on the go, or if you decide impromptu to spend the night at a friend's house and you want to have something in your purse to do your makeup, or if you just want to throw into a drawer in the office, these are great options because they're so affordable. You get an excellent pairing of colors and you get really nice looks with them. So enough raving about these. I hope that this review was helpful. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a quick thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really do appreciate it whenever you do that. Thank you so very much for taking the time to watch. Have a great rest of the day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!